Welcome to Amherst, Massachusetts, and McGurk Alumni Stadium, home to the Minutemen of UMASS, just a stone's throw away from where the heart of the American Revolution was fought, and we are anxious to see a fight on the gridiron in this one. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UMass Minutemen. Glad to... UMass will kick off and will be underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Florida State Seminoles offense takes the field. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
On the move at the 30. He's loose. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Yeah, and that's not the start you wanted if you're on this defense. Like, you lost last week, looking to bounce back. One thing you can't do, man, give up explosive plays on the ground. This defense has to hunker in, dial in a little bit. Last week was a struggle. Let's get back on track.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Douglas. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Now they'll run the draw. Tackled at the 31, they'll give him 6 on the play. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. Looking to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Morlock. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And that pass picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing a turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
First down here for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got his man in the middle.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important, because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Caught in the backfield, it's Gibson. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. Wants to throw. It's Pumachan. He's got it down the middle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's right on target. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. UMass will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And after that, best thing you can do, punt it away. Here comes the special teams. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. The clock has stopped and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. It's complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The completion short of the sticks, it's 2nd down.
2nd down coming up.
Dropping back, it's Pumachan. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. A little screen to the running back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. UMass will line up to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The offense set for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Noles moving quickly to the line. To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Brown. Still running at the 40. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. They were really starting to put a drive together. And after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
0.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Amherst. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Alumni Stadium.
The Seminoles will kick it away to crank up the second half.
Kick this one away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UMass offense returns to the field. Off play action on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a 1st down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Harding. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. Off play action. Fires to the right. And wings it incomplete. Now on 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down.
Back to throw, it's Pumachan. Got it set up on the outside. Still on his feet. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They'll keep it on the ground. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
As a defender, you use the sideline as the 12th man. That's another guy. You know the play stops there. He can't make a catch. Great job by the wide receiver, fighting for his space, catching the ball, and staying in bounds.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. UMass mounting a threat from the red zone. Run in the red zone. It's John. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
UMASS.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, UMass! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. UAB went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Blazers team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Quick completion on the out.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Looking to throw, it's Uyangalele. Got his man on the right. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. The Noles have enough for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They're going to throw it again. He's got it on the run. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Touchdown Seminoles! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. He'll start this drive firing. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Back to pass, it's Pumachan. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Got his man downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Got to get to the line, get it settled, get the clock stopped for the potential game-tying field goal. And now on second down for this offense.
Second down.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. Defense uses a timeout, the clock stops with 17 seconds left. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Final minute of play. We are deadlocked. Guys, what a finish we're experiencing. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He's out past the 35. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's 1st down. To the air. It's Uyangalele. They're bringing heat. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. The final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, Dave.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. To the ground with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, it's Tuafili. Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He wants it all. Grab near the sticks, it's Tuafili. Touchdown, Florida State! And they score first here in overtime.
With the catch in the end zone.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
That makes the score. Florida State 17. UMASS
Now
10.
need to answer with a touchdown. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's got the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Brings up 2nd down.
Looking downfield, it's Pumachan. He's got it on the move. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. 1st and goal in overtime, and they have to answer with a touchdown. They're trying to get to it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime. Looking for more room. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick. This is one of the best games we've called this season. A thriller, and it comes down to the wire here in overtime.
I could watch these two teams play another 6 times this year, just back and forth, trading blows, offenses coming up with explosive plays, big hits all over the field. David, this is what college football is all about.
No doubt. I love your excitement, but where's the defensive mentions? Some good defense out there, too, there, homeboy. I know it's not just offenses that get you excited. Some defensive plays, too. Nip and tuck the whole game, decide in overtime, crushing balls.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.